Thank God that we here again, you know. This the kind of that make you let it go. Living in a city where it's hard to blow. We gon' get it till it's hard to show. Now we got it, pop it, drop it, run it down. Now we got it, pop it, this the sound. Now we got it, pop it, run it down. Now we got it, pop it, this the sound. Run it down. Yeah, what's your life like? I've been on my lonely trying to write like. There ain't no more days up in this life like. She said don't be stressing in the limelight.
There's a level of confidence that comes with being yourself that you can't really replicate.
I am who I am, and what is anybody gonna do about it?
Be the first just means I'm different.
Be true to who you are.
Do you?
Throughout the season,
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris G.A.
well, guys,
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're sixth best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs.
So the Nets starting five. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Hayes in at the center. And for Memphis, Griffin is out there with Selden. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Conley, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Let's keep it alive. Kuzma against Griffin. LeVert, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Caris LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely, poked away. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
That one misses for Kuzma. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
And it's Conley penetrating. Shoots over Dinwiddie. A rebound by the Nets.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
Conley against Dinwiddie. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
He's off on the first.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley, he never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
And the second free throw, good. And Greg, you talked to Conley. He'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Nets leading by 5. Hollis Jefferson passes to LeVert. He's with it. Up top, Kuzma. Griffin grabs the board. Grizzlies have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Conley kicks to Selden. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Selden's got 5 now.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Passes it to LeVert. There's the pass to Hayes. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
How about the toughness, Kevin, from Hollis Jefferson on the interior? Fantastic at using his length close to the rack to get that contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes, and Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1 3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Conley, that's tipped.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Dinwiddie drives in. Yep, that one goes. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley against Dinwiddie. Right side, Conley. And the layup's good off the glass. Conley's got his second bucket.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Pass to LeVert. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Hayes the pass to LeVert. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. There's Hollis Jefferson, and that one is good. 5 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And here's Clarkson. Last time out, he had 14 points. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Dinwiddie kicks to Hayes. No good from outside. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Now Clarkson, back to Conley. Shoots over Dinwiddie, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 4.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lee kicks to Farrell. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randolph. And again, Memphis no good. Nets leading by 4. Valentine passes to Hartenstein. Count that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Farrell. Passes it to Bellinelli. Now the feed to Randolph. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about that? Take the bump through contact. What incredible touch by Zach Randolph.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Beasley with a clean look. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And the Nets lead by 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The pass to Randolph. And it's good for 2. Randolph's got his second bucket tonight.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Johnson down low. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. Pass
to Kleba. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And he sinks the second.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Now here's Bellinelli. Bertans defending. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson outside. Down low. Hartenstein. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Kleba. 1:24 left to play in the first. Bellinelli finds Lee. Top of the key. Bertans grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Kicks it out to Johnson. To the middle. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Kleba out top of the key. With some arc and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Johnson kicks to Forbes. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 11. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Farrell looking around. Passes to Randall. Back to Farrell. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Farrell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Memphis.
And this is the main strength of Yogi Ferrell's game, capable of burying threes in bunches.
Spencer Dinwiddie fires. Mike Conley, one of the best players never to play in an All-Star.
The underrated Mike Conley thing has been out there.
And as he said, in the West, so many great guards.
And he's been a part of some winning teams, certainly has been in the conversation. And he'll just have to be content with that max contract.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
they set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Hartenstein. Davis Bertans out there with Brown. And it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. So it's Brooklyn now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Johnson, the pass to Hartenstein. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
Inside, here's Bellinelli. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Lakers in Los Angeles. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Here's Farrell. Kicks it to Randolph. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Randolph's got 7. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Here is Forbes, covered by Lee. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. They get a hand on it and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Forbes. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Bertans kicks to Brown. Johnson against Randolph. Brown the pass to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Grizzlies trail by 4 to the inside. Rebounded by the Nets. Bertans got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Forbes the pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Boy, we see a lot of this from Tyler Johnson. Bring it strong. This guy is fierce.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Hayes, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis Bertans. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Johnson.
But how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
Dinwiddie against Conley. Dishes to Clarkson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. From outside the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside Conley. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. LeVert's checked in for Bryn Forbes. It's LeVert on the wing. Fires the three. Rebounded by Selden. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Griffin. Conley with it. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Here's Kuzma. And no good that time. Nice D from Griffin. Conley scanning the floor. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Nets. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Conley against Dinwiddie. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. Steps back and fires. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Good work defensively by Conley.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And stolen by Kuzma. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Conley, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's in the post, working on Cauley-Stein. LeVert from outside gets the 3-pointer to fall. LeVert's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, the confidence level you can see in Caris LeVert to catch and shoot. It hits his fingertips and he's ready to roll.
The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Kuzma kicks to Dinwiddie. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, confidence is a key, and right now Spencer Dinwiddie is playing his game.
Clarkson against LeVert. And here is Cauley-Stein. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Nets. Malik Beasley comes in for Caris LeVert. Clarkson against Beasley. Six to shoot. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. And they pick up 2. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Pass to Conley. Outside Griffin. Kept alive. Cauley-Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Cauley-Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
Second free throw, no good. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And Cauley-Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Doris, you've said this often, it is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Banked in off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Beasley.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Cauley-Stein passes to Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Now here's Valentine. Bellinelli is covering. Johnson surveying the floor. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Looking now at the numbers for Mike Conley. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 21 points per game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Griffin finds Bellinelli. From downtown, it's rebounded by Hartenstein.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Conley against Kuzma. Pass to Griffin. It doesn't go for him. Johnson with the defensive effort. To the paint. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Maxi Kleber comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Lee in for Mike Conley. 1:03 left in the first half. Here's Farrell. And there's the pass to Randall. From 11 feet away. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, when you consider Zach Randolph's career, he has played on so many different types of teams. But this guy most associated with the grit and grind. Over the years, he has become a quality player, quality guy.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Here's Johnson. Out to Kuzma. Beasley, the pass to Bertans. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Farrell. Farrell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Misses from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Here's Farrell. The teardrop falls in. Farrell's got 5.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And so it's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And open. And that's going to do it for...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the score? Scoring column through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Conley. Griffin is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Selden in at the small forward. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Brooklyn leading by 8. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kuzma. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
LeVert against Clarkson. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the layup is good. Cauley-Stein's got 6 points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Here's LeVert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Caris LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
Conley, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Conley. The shot from 20 feet away. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 16.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
LeVert against Clarkson. Kuzma outside. Dinwiddie against Conley. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Selden kicks to Conley. Now, Cauley Stein. 6 points for him. Back to Conley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Dinwiddie outside. Kuzma passes to Hayes. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Griffin attacking. The rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's got 7. Passes it to Hayes. Now here's Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. Here's LeVert. Hayes trying to break free, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a deceptive strength to the lean frame of Caris LeVert, showing tremendous strength on his way to a tough finish.
Here's Selden. 7 points in the game. Now, here's Clarkson. Shoots over LeVert. A rebound by the Nets. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Dinwiddie against Conley. He's feeling it. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Nets also changing it up. Sterling Brown comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dinwiddie. Bounce pass LeVert. Here is Forbes, covered by Conley. Hayes the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Rejected by Randolph.
Well, Zach Randolph sends it back twice on the pipe, and everybody feeling good.
Some changes for Memphis. Hellenelli, he's checked in for Wayne Selden. And Farrell subbed in for Clarkson. Outside Conley. Launches it. A shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got 11 points.
You've got to be encouraged by the signs of progress from Hollis Jefferson. He's got to continue to improve this mid-range.
That's tipped. Brown with it. Conley picks him up. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And it's Brown missing. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Farrell for 3. And again, Memphis no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here is Forbes, covered by Conley. The pass to LeVert. A 3-ball. A shot's good. Brown making the play. LeVert's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Caris LeVert has worked diligently to make his three-point shot legitimate. Knocks that one down.
Here's Conley. There's the dish to Bellinelli. Trying to end the drought, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. He has 7.
This guy's a dependable shooter from just about anywhere. Yogi Ferrell has a pretty-looking jumper.
Pass to LeVert. There's the 3. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Pass to Ferrell. Outside Conley. Back to Ferrell. They double-team Griffin. Passes to Ferrell. Shot clock at 5. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. Oh, that's blocked. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to LeVert. Here's Ferrell. LeVert defending. He gets that one. 22 points for Conley.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Kleber, he's checked in for Memphis. Lee comes in for Michael Conley. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bertanis, he's checked in for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Denzel Valentine comes in for Sterling Brown. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Johnson in for Bryn Forbes. The Grizzlies trail by 11. On the wing, Bellinelli. Down low, here's Ferrell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So you guys can see the speed of Yogi Ferrell puts the defense in a bind at times. This guy can be difficult to guard without fouling.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now here's Johnson, guarded closely. Pass to Beasley. The Grizzlies pull it in.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Tyler Johnson's always best when he's playing within himself. You have to understand, hey, I'm here to facilitate.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Kleber. Ferrell for 3. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Bertens. To the inside. Hey, Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ferrell can't hit. Nets leading by 8. Johnson with it. .156 left in the third. Bertans finds Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Beasley's got 14 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Nets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Brooklyn. Lee, that's good.
Very hard to shake the concentration of Courtney Lee. When this guy's near the basket, he's looking to score on you.
They double-team Johnson. Pass to Valentine. Latray. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the wide-open shot from Bellinelli. Wide-open shot is on the money. Bellinelli's got his 2nd basket of the game. Brooklyn leading by 10. And here is Johnson. Now the pass to Kuzma.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark. And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Wayne Selden comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Clarkson in for Farrell. And both free throws good for Kuzma. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Clarkson surveying the floor. Pass to Randolph. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kuzma outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Selden. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
This is where you're seeing the improvement of Tyler Johnson on the defensive end. Listen, this guy's got the athleticism to play on that end.
And so it's Brooklyn, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Malik Beasley out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hayes in at the pivot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Johnson goes in. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Memphis moving it around. Now Clarkson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. From deep. A rebound by the Nets. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Passes it to Beasley. Hayes trying to break free. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clarkson passes to Cauley-Stein. And the shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Brooklyn leading by 12. The pass to Valentine. Now Kuzma. Here's Johnson. And a missed layup.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Selden can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Kleber. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Kuzma. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Conley's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Valentine. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Beasley. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. It's deflected, and he recovers it. That one goes in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dinwiddie against Clarkson. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Kuzma with it. Tries again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good, Kuzma. And Memphis making a change here. Griffin's checked in. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And so he hits both. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Conley dishes to Clarkson. Now here's Cauley-Stein. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson. They get it back. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
One shot.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Pass to LeVert. Doubled by Conley. And Hayes kicks to Kuzma. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
LeVert against Clarkson. Shoots over LeVert. Almost, but it rolls out. Nets leading by 16. Kuzma inside. Covered by Conley. Count it. And that's 21 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him opportunities.
Passes it to Clarkson for the three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Dinwiddie against Clarkson. Kuzma. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Griffin passes to Clarkson. Conley with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
LeVert against Conley. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. LeVert from outside. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. He kicks it to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Second shot opportunity. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Nets leading by 12. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Kuzma. Over Conley. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 15 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Clarkson. That one wide left. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. That one drops for him. And that's now 25 points for Kyle Kuzma.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Caris LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Clarkson. Feeds it to Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
LeVert finds Dinwiddie. Griffin with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 14. He dishes it to Conley. Passes it to Clarkson. In the air. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now, not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Bounce pass LeVert to the left side wing. Kuzma against Griffin, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. LeVert with it. 5 on the clock to the left wing. Here's Hayes. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kuzma brings the double team. And there's the pass to Conley. Griffin down low. Working on Hayes. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Griffin. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Brooklyn leading by 12. Knocked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Selden. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. In transition, here come the Nets. Count it. And the Nets lead by 14.
How about the blinding speed of Hollis Jefferson? Leave him in the dust, Rondé.
Conley, the pass to Griffin. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Griffin with the steal. Here's Clarkson. But they'll get another chance. Gets it down to single digits. Cauley-Stein's got 9 points now in just the second half. Dinwiddie against Clarkson. Pass to LeVert. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Floats one, and the layup is good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. And here is Conley. Right side, Griffin. Shoots over Kuzma. Again, Memphis.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
LeVert the pass to Hayes. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Count that bucket. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Kuzma. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And that's 15 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Now, Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so here's Memphis. Now here's Griffin. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Count it, and the foul. Hey, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Motley, he's checked in for Hayes. That's good from Blake Griffin. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front front by 5. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
Johnson outside. Passes to Kuzma. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A floater, got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Clarkson.
Center stage with the game in the balance. Jordan Clarkson, no problem.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Kuzma against Griffin. Kuzma kicks to Motley. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, Conley grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Griffin can't get it to go in. And here's Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Clarkson against LeVert. Here's Johnson. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're leading by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the game. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
I love the all-around game of Tyler Johnson. We know he can shoot it. We know he can pass it. But maybe my favorite thing is the guy is willing to rebound the ball from his position. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gets the 3 to fall.
An unreal performance by Griffin. Locked in. They just have not come up with a scheme to contain him.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Conley. The pass to Clarkson from deep. It falls, and that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is
Did you think